Okay, hello everyone. This is me, Guillaume Lambert. I'm joined with Rosalie, aka the Crypto Queen. This is another edition of Stop Losing, Start Trading, the trading show we do here with the Panoptic team to discuss trades, the markets, how can we position ourselves to ETH reaching 4K, which seems inevitable now. I don't know if you were watching the prices over the weekend, but otherwise, how are you doing today, Rosalie?
Good. Yeah, I think the market's looking really good. I'm excited. NFTs seem to be back, so there's lots of hype going on, and yeah, I'm really excited.
CryptoPunks. I did not look at all markets, but is the whole NFT scene coming back?
It just seems like that on Twitter. I don't know. I think once like one NFT sells again, everybody gets really excited. But
Yeah, I mean it was crazy if you think about it. You were also working with in the NFT space before, but it was crazy. Lots of new NFTs. Everyone seemed to be getting rich. Whatever the celebrities had mutant apes or bored apes or whatnot. Not yeah. If we do reach that level again, that would be a great comeback. But yeah, we were pretty much at the top for a while.
yeah, I think it wasn't the best way of going about NFTs. So I think yeah, maybe if they position themselves a little bit different this time might be a bit
I know people are greedy. If you can make money, it always attracts traders and that mentality.
but
Options
yeah.
are NFTs, I guess. So this is also another way to bring options to the forefront, because the price has been quite. I don't know what's going on. Again, 4K is not the all-time high, but definitely something we can look forward because 27% increase in 7 days. We went from even let's go 2 or 3 months, but hard to believe that we are 124% from the lows of April. This was definitely after a tough year. Now we're getting back to being close to the all-time highs. How do you how do you feel? This is a chart. The intern got hit a little bit on the way down. Unfortunately, going up it's different. But yeah, how do you feel about this chart?
Yeah, I think this is great. I mean, it's almost at where it was before. And I think as long as it keeps going a little bit more up and kind of reaches a new range, I'm going to be really, really excited.
So, what's your price target? Maybe end of year.
Probably like 6K and then I'll exit and I'll be done with it.
Done with crypto. You'll be a multimillionaire.
I will leave crypto, but I'll sell my ETH. Then I'll get back in, you know.
I mean, I don't. This is pretty a different move. A lot of what we see in crypto is these sudden, violent moves on the upside. This is what is hurting. I guess me as a trader, if I am delta neutral, you wake up one morning, it's up 20%. What can you do? But here, this was a little bit easier to manage, and it doesn't seem to stop, but definitely different users. People think it's institutions, perhaps. Maybe it's these treasuries, ETH treasuries that are buying. Maybe it's a whale. What do you think is happening?
Yeah, I think there's probably more institutions and like from the ETF inflow, as well as just more people are comfortable or used to crypto. It's easier to buy now on Robinhood or Coinbase or yeah, I think there's more normies as well.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think the Bitcoin narrative has played out. Now it's maybe time for something a bit newer, spicier, better. I'd say with ETH. I don't know if you saw that someone posted a clip that there's another ETH like ETH treasury company that launched. They were interviewed on CNBC, and the guy asked like the manager, "Do you own any Bitcoin?" And I don't know if you saw this clip. Do you own any Bitcoin? He said, "No, none, none." He said, "I'd rather own a smartphone than a landline."
Oh wow.
And the host was like, "Ouch." Yeah, kind of. I think the
That clip is not gonna age very well, I think.
I mean, I don't know. It's the term of features. This guy is pushing ETH, but ETH has lots of features like an iPhone. Landline does calling very, very well, but Bitcoin does store value very well. But yes, maybe iPhone has a few more features. Again, not ETH Maxi, but I also feel this way. Bitcoin was very, very interesting, but not something I would kind of invest a lot. But yeah, ETH for sure.
I think Bitcoin is just going to keep going up forever, though. I think there's really nothing else that can happen with the way that it was created and built. And ETH is definitely great for building, and sure, the price will kind of go to new ranges, but it will never really keep growing like exponentially forever.
Interesting, interesting. So the Bitcoin trade, Bitcoin ETH ratio would be something we check. But yeah, I think as you said, lots of price going up. Maybe a target of 6K, maybe 4K. I would say seems to be realistic. Again, no one can read the markets, but if we were to do this, then there's definitely an option straight for that. This is what we want to discuss here, which is how can we capitalize on the price of ETH maybe going up and all the other currencies. The intern was busy over the weekend. We can look at ETH USDC. Yeah. If you remember, we wanted to close our open positions that were earning a profit and also deploy new positions, perhaps. We can look at the closed positions, but one which was, let's see. Yeah, I think we were earning quite a bit, $123 on one trade. Lost maybe on 200 trades before because we own ETH. It was up, but at the end of the day, we were kind of securing some good. I don't know. This is not it. Yes, securing some quite juicy premium here. We earned $200 on this short, on Synthetic Long, lost 160 overall net positive. This is what we did last week. Now, Intern has two positions open. One of them, which was a spread, and then we can have a look. And I think Intern also went a bit crazy over the weekend too. But this is one trade which is brand new, kind of working for us. But yeah, can you walk us through maybe what this trade looks like?
Yeah, this is the one where we did two different timescales, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So we have a long put and a short put there. So this is a put spread, and we are not paying for the one that we are buying currently because it is out of range. So we are just kind of redistributing the liquidity and earning some fees so far.
Yeah, and this is buying a wider position, selling a narrower one. If you know about options, this is a diagonal or maybe a calendar spread, which is always two expiries. It's a very valid trade in options. Typically, you have multiple expiries, so you can arbitrage within the same expiry, but also across expiries, which is a bit more different in terms of trade. But because here we had a free option, and that allowed us to get some kind of upside. But then because we're selling an option as well, we kept the upside. But now we're definitely earning. This is in range. This is a good trade. Someone bought some of it, I think. So we're earning a tiny bit more, 1.4% than Uniswap.
Nice.
Yeah, someone bought. But yeah, this is actually a good trade. Earning premium. We won't get negative, so this is going up. This is great. The other one, I think, Intern decided to buy options, which is not something that we've done a lot. But we'll see from that. This is a straddle that we also bought around the same time. It might be something I discussed also with Brendan, but the the research team. But here we haven't traded this. But yeah, can you if you were to look at this portfolio, what do you think this position tries to express?
Yeah, I think this is maybe where some intern might be wanting to like buy some volatility and doesn't really expect the price to stay within its own like its old range, but either go up a lot or go back down to kind of where it was before.
Yeah, and this is a straddle. It's in the weekly time scale, and I think the key point is that there's a lot of liquidity in that strike. So we're there's 80 ETH. So this is number here, 80 ETH worth of liquidity being sold. So hundreds of thousands of dollars, 300K on the put side, 80 ETH on the call side, and buying this means that at the size we're buying, someone else is buying. It seems at the size we're buying, we're not even impacting the spread on the multiplier, we're only paying still 1 or 2% more. So again, I've also be reconsidering buying, because if you look at the price of an option, uh, if you're in a situation where you don't get paid enough, then it might be the smartest thing to buy options. And since there's a lot of liquidity, you buy something for cheap based on realized volatility. Might be wrong in terms of price move, but if it goes up very suddenly, if it goes down very suddenly, you'll end up paying way, way less than say the same option on Deribit. So this is maybe exploring this. It's not a huge position again. zero point 0.5 ETH, controlling about 3K of capital for only like $400 worth of collateral. But this is one interesting trade because we had this opportunity to see a lot of options being sold. Now we can buy it cheaply, and we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, it looks like we're covering both sides here
No,
with
it
Inter.
looks great. Yeah, if you can buy options cheaper and there's been so many like crazy price moves, why not try to capitalize on that?
Yeah, and it's still bullish in terms of movement, so you could still buy the call on its own, but now we can buy the put for free almost and get some backside. But yeah, this is the two positions. Maybe since this is the ETH price to 4K, again, the whole portfolio has many positions. We're a tiny bit ahead overall, but the we have a little bit of buying power left. So let's actually go through, create a trade maybe that crystallizes your assumption about ETH price. All right, so I'll hand you the decision process. Tell us and walk us through what you want to do.
Yeah,
With
I mean, maybe if we are more keen on buying some options for not too much, maybe we could go all in and yeah, buy a call.
Exactly. So this is the monthly option. There's a lot of liquidity here. These calls are in the money. Whoever's selling them is earning fees, but they may be exposed unless it's covered. But this is kind of, a lot of the calls here are available. Let's quickly take a peek at the weekly. We have one weekly here. Daily, no one is daring enough. So this is weekly versus monthly.
Yeah,
Um,
we should do
yeah,
weekly.
weekly. Okay. And yeah, this is a 32 delta call option. If you remember, this is maybe the chances that it's going to be in the money is wait. No, the chance that you'll be wrong. Now it's flipped because we buy instead of selling. Uh, we're closer to that range. So it's, oh, no, actually, forget about this. This is wrong.
So we have 70% of being right, right?
Yeah, but I'm looking at tooltip. The tooltip shows 32, and this one shows 73. This should be the same.
Okay.
Let me see. Is this correct too? Yeah, both sides. All right, some bug fixing to do, but yeah, this is 73 delta. Then 73% chance of being right, meaning that the price can go up actually quite a bit. Do you like these odds?
I do. I do. I'm just a little bit skittish since we're kind of after the big pump,
That's
but
true.
why not be extremely bullish and
So we'll see again. The I don't think we're through the mini bull run we're seeing, because the it turns out Bitcoin is quite stable, but everything else is going up. And Solana is also not going up as much. So I think Solana and Bitcoin were quite overexposed, overbought maybe a little bit. I mean, freaking Cardano is also up 50%, but at the end of the day, it's just people are running out. So which is interesting. So I would not say we're past through, because even ETH hasn't been, not quite near the all-time high. So,
yeah, no, definitely. I think it's worth it too,
but if
especially for a week.
and if you're wrong, right? This is a weekly option. Let's say you're totally wrong. The price collapses back to 1,500. It's fine. You only lose $70,
Yeah.
or it could be even less than that, depending on how quickly the price moves. So uh, we can size it, but yeah, half an ETH. I think. Oh no, it's not the right account. But half an ETH will likely be another 20%. I think. Wait, is it the right account? No, it's not. But yeah, we can do zero point 0.5 ETH as before, another 10-15% of your buying power to that. lots of bullishness. Sometimes people can sell an option to cap maybe the upside, but then earn a bit on the way. And maybe that's not what we want, but let me see what I mean is that you buy this option that has a lot of upside, but you pay. Sometimes people can set a call and you can create a call spread, but this one will be maybe wider. Uh, you can imagine shifting this a little bit, or you still earn fees all the way up to 5,800. You still have the same max loss, more or less, but you just have a capped upside. And a lot of what people do sometimes is not just buy naked calls like that, but create a call spread,
I
which
like call spreads. Yeah, I think this looks great if we can also earn some fees
and you said that maybe the max that you envision 6K. It's
by
also
the end of the year, not by the end of the month. But
exactly, but in terms of if we hold this is not this is a weekly quote unquote expiry or monthly, but we can hold it for as long as we want. So in theory, we're all like still able to tap into that upside. We'll see how long someone wants to sell us a free option if it goes above 44K. But I actually like this a lot too. We could play a little bit and even have. It's not too bad. Oh, look at this. But yeah, I would also say let's target this
yeah.
5,700 on the upside, have a limited loss on the downside. Um, this is what the pros do. If you look at the Paradigms OTC trade tape, which is every trade that is cleared through this OTC desk, it could be on there, but it could be somewhere else. A lot of folks buy call spreads like that. And again, this is another way to capitalize on the move. So yeah, this also looks good. Um, I can paste this. Oh, maybe. Okay, let me restart. I don't think we created this as a call spread. If you create a call spread, it's going to make it a bit more capital efficient if you do it through the interface like that. But anyways, this would be the option that entered could do to capitalize on what could be a long, a, a continued bull run that keeps going till the end of the year. Bunch of numbers, but this is one of those where we can create an option by clicking that link. It's going to bring you to the same page as this, and you can have some call spread action.
Great. Yeah, this looks very bullish. I'm excited.
And again, if you're wrong, you'd lose a little bit, but the trade-offs looks pretty good in terms of the max potential getting paid on the way. And I would imagine that here you don't pay as much because you have some overlap. So this is actually a very good trade too. So amazing. Would you want to see another trade maybe or set up? Or maybe you can monitor, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what's happening to our P&L. When we just started, it was at $22 and now it's at minus 210 within
Oh,
the last 19 minutes. What pools are we?
actually, I don't know. I might be USDC.
Hmm.
It's hard. I mean, yeah, and maybe we share for this. Between the time we started and the time now, there indeed seems to be a tiny dip. It's I don't know if it's cyclical, but it always goes up and down and up and down. Um,
Interesting.
again, the I don't know if it's true. You can do a Fourier transform. You could actually see if there's a pattern that emerges because it does look like it's up and down with some regularity. If you use math, you can look at the components. But anyways, we've seen these up and down all the time. So this one might be what's happening.
Oh yeah, we're not phased.
And that's right. The price of ETH going down $10, $25 made us lose a little bit. Um, is this a new position? No, these are good.
How are we doing on the ETH BTC ratio trade? I know we
Yes.
put in a new one on Friday, maybe.
This one is also a bit bullish. This is a put option that was sold, which is again it's a monthly as well. But when you
I can see your screen at the moment.
there we go. Yes, sorry. Yes, when you are kind of bullish, this is selling a put option. The price is the same as before, thereabouts. So maybe a bit lower, but yeah, this is less than a day old. I guess this was done over the weekend, but if we're bullish, then we can tap into some revenues, tap into fees. We've been earning fees since it's been launched, but yeah, it's one of those where we have to let it work for 30 more days or 29 more days to see something concrete happening.
Awesome. Okay. No, this looks good.
And if you're trading in TradFi, selling puts is actually the simplest strategy you can do, and it's most straightforward to manage. It's like less risky than a straddle because you have always this positive drift. It seems so. If you sell a put 6 months in the future, it's actually a good way to tap into the upside. And here we do a similar thing here. Um, yeah, not everyone does straddles and this kind of risk on the upside like entered now and you are doing so. Yeah, maybe one last market maybe you want to look at.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm curious to see, did we put in a new ticker Bitcoin trade as well?
Oh yes, we did.
Okay,
This one also is
great.
working at the moment. It's one of those where this one has a lot more fees because it's a lot more volatile. And even though it's been an hour, like yeah, I don't know, one day out of a 30-day position, we're earning 0.5%. So you can imagine time 30, maybe 15, 20%. But again, depending on volatility, it could be higher. But yeah, then in the middle, I think I remember that we said we were somewhat neutral, but this is what we're creating.
Great. No, this looks really great. Actually, could we look at one more? Just check the Bitcoin USDC pool.
Yes, and this one I think we haven't touched in a while because it's been working great. Bitcoin USDC, at least I had a look just now. Oh, don't kill me, subgraph. We had some troubles for those that have been trading. Okay, with the subgraph sometimes. All right, Bitcoin USDC.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So we're earning 5%, 2%. These are okay. These are we positions very very small.
I was gonna say maybe it would be worth it to open a new position, but these ones have been working for us for a really long time. So
Yeah, 40 40. And this one is what's the strike? Maybe we can close this one. This one has actually no, it's good, right?
yeah,
Started
not
here, moved up, earned some fees. It's a weak position, but it's fine. Earned some price appreciation, and technically we can hold this is till 128K and still be in range. So yeah, no, I think it's fine. Same thing with maybe the all right, so there's one thing. We need to fix the delta on the chart, but also we don't need to reload every time we visit the page. This one I would say is I see what's going on. Yeah. It worked a bit too well for us, but yes, we're in negative delta territory. So technically we're short Bitcoin.
yeah, maybe we could close this one and relocate a new one.
Yeah, sounds good because if we keep going and the price goes up, then we would be losing 1 to 1 almost. That put is almost out of range. So yeah, 1 to 1. Yeah, so intern could probably close this. Good. Again, a lot of these trades is just going with what the market is telling us. We have weekly and monthly timescales, so we just have to kind of be patient sometimes for these to work. When there's a big price move, which it hasn't happened over the past few months, but when there is one, then yeah, we just have to manage. But for now, we're well positioned. So
Great. Yeah, I'm very happy to see that we're finally kind of more in a bull run. So yeah.
I mean, the psychologically, like yeah, everybody feels great when it's going up. Everybody felt so bad. I don't know if you remember ETH Denver, like huge collapse
Yeah.
during the actual week. Everyone was like so depressed. Now it's good. We'll see.
We'll see what happens
I
next.
don't
Yeah.
know what the next conference is. I'm always wary of conference. I HCC, I bought a bunch of options to cover my risk. That did not end up happening, but I was am careful. I don't know what the next conference is, but yeah, it's another one.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Any last word before we?
No, yeah, I'm curious to see if we're able to kind of keep this bull mentality or if the market will kind of settle back in a little bit lower range. But
The goal is to never be liquidated, and once this happens, we can just trade, keep trading, ride the bull. all the way up and then survive when it goes down. But
Yeah.
this was it. Nothing we said here, of course, is financial advice. Do your own research, but options are great. I think they're for everyone. But then knowing how to trade them is very important. This is what we do here. I'll see Rosalie on Wednesday along with Brendan for Options Hour. And otherwise, I'll see, I think, Amy with the researching tomorrow for the live stream. But yeah, have a good one. And yeah, see everyone on Tuesday.
Awesome.